The hidden benefits of probiotics. Most people are aware that taking a good probiotic can help with digestion and elimination. But there are many other benefits of probiotics. For example, what we've been hearing in the news lately, a lot actually for the last couple years on and off. I think even like 4 or 5 years on and off. Explain the brain-gut connection.
Well, there are lots of things that go on in your gut or your intestines that most people don't consider. We think of digestion, absorption, elimination, processing of food, processing of waste matter, but there's a lot more going on in there. And the beneficial bacteria that should reside in the intestines is responsible for your immune system. It's responsible for the stress response cycle in the brain. It's responsible for accelerating healing. So there are so many things that beneficial bacteria play a role in. And the problem that we have is that the standard American diet is comprised almost 100% of dead, lifeless food.
Yeah.
Everything is overcooked, beaten, canned, frozen, whipped, dehydrated, overheated, and the life of the food that we call it, the life part, which is the beneficial bacteria, is virtually all destroyed. And this is the reason why we have a nation full of bowel disturbances, constipation alternating with diarrhea. This is why we have people suffering from irritable bowel syndrome. This
obesity.
Obesity because they're not processing the food properly. So there's a whole lot of things that beneficial bacteria are responsible for. Where can you get it? You can get it from fresh fruits and vegetables, which most people don't eat very much of.
Yeah.
You can get it from fermented foods like yogurt, cheeses, sauerkraut.
What's the latest thing that everyone's into? Kombucha or something like that?
Yeah, there's some good sources of probiotics. But again, how many of you honestly consume those types of foods
every day
on a regular basis?
Yeah.
I mean, for so many people, the idea of balanced diet is a small salad at dinner.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the only living thing they've eaten all day. And that doesn't work. I mean, there's a reason why we have an epidemic of gut crisis.
And that kind of, it leads to inflammation, right? That's what we're kind of getting at.
Because when the gut doesn't have adequate bacteria, it imbalances the chemistry, it imbalances the pH of the gut, it swings it to more acidic, which it shouldn't be, and the end result is irritation. Irritation produces inflammation, and then we get that swollen gut business that so many people complain about.
How do probiotics help the body deal with stress? Is there a connection?
There is. Beneficial bacteria can help to modulate certain hormones, one of which is cortisol. And cortisol is the number one stress hormone. And cortisol is the number one pro-inflammatory agent. So anything that can
usually the cortisol is around the stomach area.
Yeah, if someone has weight gain from excess stress or excess cortisol, they'll almost exclusively gain it around the midsection and nowhere else. That's where cortisol deposits triglycerides. So by having adequate beneficial bacteria in the gut, it can help to control the production of cortisol from the adrenal glands.
And how can somebody choose, because there are so many, how can somebody choose a good probiotic supplement when they go to the health food store or the drugstore and there's 30 to 40, 50 different kinds?
Well, it used to be that the good old food industry, the dietetics industry, said that the only viable probiotic is acidophilus.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the only one you can count. You can put all that other crap in there, according to them, and that's fine, but you can't count it. You can't put it on the label. You can only put acidophilus. Today we know that was 110,000% wrong.
Wrong.
The body utilizes a variety of beneficial bacteria. So when you're shopping for a good probiotic, look at the label. The label should tell you what sources of bacteria have been included. And you want the one with the most possible. Because the greater the variety, the greater the potential benefit to your gut lining.
That's super fascinating. And it's kind of good that mainstream media, in my opinion, has really picked up on the brain-gut health connection of probiotics, because they're actually picking up a story that can actually benefit a lot of people.
Well, I think it makes people aware of the fact that probiotics are not just for digestion only.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you subscribe, like, and stay tuned, because we're going to do the experiment probably tomorrow or the next day, and we are going to use the trace minerals to light a light bulb. So stay tuned for that. Like, follow, subscribe from wherever you're watching this at, and we will see you next time.